Yeah. So today we're going to go over voiceovers. Voiceovers you activate just with two simple prompts. Two simple clicks. You go up to Window up in the top, and there you'll see something that's pretty straightforwardly record voiceover. When you hit that button, something should pop up. Voiceover. Oh, there you go. You'll see this window pop up, and there should be a little bar that's that you can see your volume level. This green bar right here is just indicating how loud or how soft you are. You can control, the volume of that microphone by sliding up or down. What you don't want is what's happening with Mr. Mono right now. See how when I'm recording, it's hitting the yellow. That means it's recording me too loud, and it's going to sound really, really, what's the audio version of pixelated? Distorted. So like if you've ever heard someone sound like really weird when they scream on a mic, that's exactly what's going to happen. So for instance, if I record at this level, let's blast it and let me show you what it sounds like. Let me plug in the this is going to sound terrible. This is Mr. Mono. Wait, it's going to do a countdown real quick. This is Mr. Mono talking really loud in your mic. Let's see how terrible this sounds. It's going to sound like garbage. It's going to sound like hot burr. Mr. Mono talking really loud in your mic. Let's see how terrible this sounds. So you can see it sounds tinny. So when you're too loud, it's going to sound really, really, really weird, especially at the upper ranges. And you can see down here in my audio bar how often it's hitting the yellows and the reds. Now you can fix that a little by turning it down. Loud in your mic. Let's see how terrible this sounds. Still sounds really terrible. So usually when you're recording, what you want to do is turn down this input volume until things are at a nice, quiet, not super quiet. You don't want it down here because that makes it almost unhearable. You want it somewhere near the yellow, but not going into it. So maybe for me, that's about it. Nope, that's still loud for Mr. Mono because I'm using my teacher voice. So you have to like adjust it to how loud you're talking? Or? You need to adjust it for how loud you're talking. So notice when I'm doing my loud teacher voice, it's hitting yellow. That's because the mic's like right here. So you have to move it to the left until like it starts looking a little bit more normal. But that depends upon what your voice actor is doing. If your voice actor is saying something really loud and angry, you might need to turn it down more. If your voice actor is being really soft and gentle, like it's a love poem, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Notice my voice when I do that is really, really quiet. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. There we go. That seems a little bit better. You might have to turn it up or down. Now, be aware, when you do this, you're going to see your voice recording like this. You're going to want to hit Advanced, and you're going to change how it's picking up that input. By default, on your system settings, it's going to do your mic from your computer. Your mic from your computer is not ideal in this situation. Why? Because multiple people are going to be recording. You're going to probably pick up their audio. And that's not going to be great because it's going to be all over each other. So typically when you have headphones, you'll click this button and a headphone will be an option. If it's not recording, if you're not getting any sound from a recording, double check that your mic is not muted. Double check that your mic isn't muted. All headphone mics have a button that will mute it. I can show you if you're having trouble finding it, but it's just a big button usually. Otherwise, if it's not working after that, that might be a busted pair of headphones, and let me know so I can like put tape over the mic so that we know that it's busted. Yep. So after you record, you hit 3, 2, 1. It'll count down, and then it will record from wherever you had your playhead at. So if you want to start recording over here, you'd start it there. You'd put your playhead over it at the start. Go to your record voiceover, and then record 3, 2, 1. And then do it. Now, one thing you're going to watch out for is, do you have enough footage to cover the voiceover? Because if you have your voice actor reading a very long line, you may not have enough video. Your options there is to either retake a larger video or have your voice actor say their line faster, which, depending upon how short your clip is, may or may not work. If it's almost long enough, speeding up your voice actor might be good enough. If it's way too short, then like having your voice actor go, "How do I love you? Let me count the ways." It's probably not going to sound great. So you may have to retape something if it's too short. You could also slow down your footage, like we did in the punch. But be aware that may look funny too if there's action in the scene. It'll look like everyone's in slow-mo. Questions, comments, confusions? Okay, so I'm gonna